Okay, Shalom Uvracha, another beautiful night of the Chavusas, the group of Chavusas, Mamash. It's beautiful to see all of you guys. So tonight, first I always learned that, you want to give something, you want to give an explanation, you want to explain what you're talking about, right? Last time we spoke about how we go through hardships and how we have to just have emunah that everything is meant for us exactly. So now once we establish that, the next part we're going to establish tonight is who's the right partner for you. Right?
In what way? Marriage?
No, we're going to start off just who's the right, who do you believe in? So yes, you're right, we could talk about marriage, we could get into different things. But let's start off first with me. Now you remember I spoke about Shema Yisrael and how it's all about Hashem. Be to it, liod mamash bivutal to Hashem. Then the next part we spoke about was that we're in His Malchut. So now if we're in His Malchut, that means we're a part, we're something. So now we could actually do ve'ahavta, right? Now we could love. So now we're going to talk about partnership, right? So the Baal Shem Tov, one time, he heard that it was this big guy. He heard that it was this person that he's giving brachot. And every bracha, I'm not talking to you about like 2-3 months. An hour later, boom, they're already on the. He says, "Chayla, I need a shidduch." Chayla gets a shidduch. An hour later, she's like, "Yalla, I'm making a l'chaim." Chacha, chafif, no gimmicks. Then what happens is, someone comes with their kid. They say the kid is sick, and mamash. An hour later, 2 hours later, nisim v'niflaot. So the Baal Shem Tov said, "What I'm going to do is, I want to see this guy." So he's sitting outside his store, and he sees mamash people are coming every hour to this guy, and brachot are happening like this, mamash, click of a finger, it's happening. The Baal Shem Tov is like, okay. Maybe this is Kishu, or maybe, like Makuep, but what's going on there? How is a person able to say something and mamash, get it done? He's like, okay, this guy, he has to be a holy man, or he has to be mamash, chaz v'chalila from sitracha, because, it's impossible. It's way too quick, and too many people. The Baal Shem Tov went into the store. So this guy had an inn, like a place where people used to come, and he had drinks, different kind of drinks. And the Baal Shem Tov sits over there. It was on a Friday. Baal Shem Tov sitting, and he sees the guy's mama doing nothing special. Really. Can I take you for a drink? Hold on 1 second. Yes, how can I help you? My kid needs a bracha to mama. She can't. Okay, B'ezrat Hashem, I give you a bracha. Baal Shem Tov is looking at this. 2 hours before Shabbat, the guy's closing the store. Okay. Baal Shem Tov comes up to him. He says, "Hi, how are you? So what's your trick? How are you doing this? What do you do?" So he said, what do you mean? I'm nothing. I don't get it. What am I doing? He's like, how are you giving brachot and getting away with it? And getting that, it's happening this quick. Everybody that comes to you, doesn't matter their level. So he says to him, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a simple man. I own a small little store, just some drinks, and that's all. I'm not doing anything special. I don't even go to a minyan. I daven b'yachidut by myself, like yachid. What about? I don't know. The Baal Shem Tov says to him, "Let me ask you a question. Did you ever hear of the Baal Shem Tov?" He says, "Yes, of course." He says, "I'm the Baal Shem Tov." The guy gets on the ground, kisses his feet. He says, "Okay, now get up." He says, "Now tell me. Now could you tell me? What do you do already?" The guy's like, "Rabbi, I don't know what I'm doing." And while he's talking to him, the Baal Shem Tov realizes it's also getting closer to Shabbat. He has to go home. So the guy he has a register, and then there's a register next to the register. And he's splitting the money between 2 registers. And the guy says, there's one thing I do. He says, a year ago, my wife says to me, "Listen, let's call him Hershey. It's a problem. We need money. Go find a partner. Go get someone that's going to help you out. So we can have a partner, it's gonna help the business. He said to her, he went to Litbonen outside. Went outside to the wood, and he just said, Hey Bishter! Hashem, Abba Bashamayim. I don't trust people. But I know one thing. If you're my partner, 50-50 down the line. That means I'm putting 2 registers. One is money for me, money for you. I have to pay the bill. I'm taking out of me. I'm taking out of you. So simple. By the end, when it comes to taking money, like the revach, to taking what we made, I'm taking my part and I'm taking your part. Your part, I'm giving it to Somim, Almanot, places that need it. My part, whatever, I'm going to take my maaseh. And that's what he's been doing ever since. And it says since he started doing that, his business started growing. See, Rabotai, we don't realize that we need to learn how to first connect to the Creator, connect to Hashem Yitbarach. Through that connection, like they teach you, first you have to make a kli. How do you want me to pour water if you're thirsty? How do you want me to pour water if you don't have even a kli in your hands? You need a vessel. Now what happens is, in Tanya and different places, Chassidut, they teach you about about the keli,
Shvirat
HaKelim, that it has to break. And you're like, what do you mean? How are you breaking it? I'm only breaking it because I want you to build bigger. See, that's the way that we have to understand. So what kind of partner? Nobody better than Hashem. Look, we as where we're holding today, all Hashem wants to, really wants, and that's a nava, just to be known. Like you guys know the famous Val Torah that we heard a couple days ago. This week's Parsha Vayera, it says that Avraham Avinu, last week when he won the 4 kings, he said Adoshem, he said Hashem's name. He let all the other nations recognize Hashem Yitbarach. That's what he did. And that's all Hashem really wants. That's really what it is, Abotai. It's for us to connect to Hashem. Now sometimes it's not easy, right? Sometimes it's kasher, sometimes we go through struggles. We're like, really? Like Be'emet? And Rav Nachman says, struggles is only to get a better life. That's all it is. It's the more you're going to struggle, the more you're going to go through hardship, the more good's down the road. It doesn't change. It doesn't change. And this week's Parsha is about Brit. It's about tests. And we're talking about Avraham Avinu. Tests. And then from those tests, the last test. Which one is the last test? Putting his son on the Akedah. Do you understand that level of to even get to? My father always says, because I'm the only boy, he always says, if Hashem will tell me to put you on the Akedah, I don't think I'll be able to do it. See, because Avraham Avinu told all the other nations, you're not allowed to take your children and you're not allowed to put them on the fire. You're not allowed to burn your kids, because that was a part of how they did Avodah Zarah back then. And here they're telling him, Hashem's commanding him, put your son, not only your son, put the son that you love. He said, which one? He said, Yitzchak. He said, Yitzchak. So yalla, let's go. And what did he do? Got up the next morning. When did he get up? Before the morning even started. He already started. Yalla, let's go. That shows a real partner. What did he get? He got to be like the stars. Be like the stars. And to be the head of the Avot, Avraham Avinu. If you guys realize in Shemona Esrei, he's the only one that's mentioned. His name. Yitzchak is Tchiyat HaMetim, and Yaakov is Kodesh HaKodeshim.
It's mentioned Belekei Avraham, Belekei Yitzchak, Yaakov, but only by the end, only he is mentioned. Magen Avraham.
Right, but I'm saying we only hear his name, Magen Avraham. That's what I was. So, anyways, I'll always say, we're gonna cut this short. We're gonna make it straight to the point. Find your inner self. Go out right now when it's cold. This is again the struggle. This is when you go outside when it's cold and you say you go into the woods. Listen, we're in Muncie, we have woods all over. And we say you go and you talk to Abba Shamayim. Connect to him. Connect him. Tell him really whatever it is. Whatever's on your mind. Whatever you feel you want, you can let it go. You just let him know. He's the best partner. I tell people in the store a lot of times, the guy's like, oh, let me swipe my card. Hopefully it's going to go through. I'm like, Tzaddik, please do me a favor. For Shabbat, it's on Hashem's credit card. Hashem's credit card is unlimited. Swipe it all you want. It's going through. So a guy told me that his bank, a check went through, and he's like, he really felt that there was no money in the account. But since he felt that when I said it to him, he's like, I have to try. He's like, just went for the swipe. He had cash, but he went for the swipe. And you know what happened? It got approved. This guy's been coming back to the store every week. And now I'm like, you put money in the account. No, but Rabbi said that's really what it is. It's us connecting. It's us loving. And what's another way that we connect? Through Torah. What's another way to connect? Through Avat Israel. And that's who we need to do. So I want to wish everybody Shabbat Shalom, and Bezrat Hashem, we'll be there to see Mashiach Tzidkenu, B'mera B'yamenu.
Amen.